Welcome to this deep dive, where we cut through the noise to bring you the most vital insights from your sources. Today, we're looking at the Nordonia Knights fall sports season, specifically that week from September 6th through 12th, 2025. We're seeing a real mix of things, comebacks, consistency, some tough defensive battles.
Exactly. Our goal here is to give you a sharp professional overview. We'll look at the Knights' recent results, the challenges, and, spotlight some key individual performances and really figure out what it all means for the program this week.
Okay, let's jump right in then. Nordonia football, that 23-13 win against Brecksville Broadview Heights on September 12th sounds pretty dramatic, especially coming back from 13 dicks down at halftime. How exactly did they manage to flip that script in the second half?
Well, it wasn't just sheer willpower, though I'm sure that helped. It was tactically quite smart. The sources point to Nordonia just dominating time of possession over 31 minutes. That suggests a real strategic shift. Control the ball, control the clock.
Ground control.
Precisely. And running back Watham was key there, 170 yards, a touchdown. Those weren't just big plays. They were like methodical drives designed to grind down Brecksville's defense.
So you wear them down first.
Exactly. Then quarterback Fackelt capitalized, 223 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, including that big 58-yarder to Iftha. You soften them up and strike through the air. So that win wasn't just a number. It was really a smart execution that keeps them perfect, 4-0.
Impressive start. Okay, so from the gridiron, let's shift over to the golf course. The Nordonia girls golf team seems to be building something special with remarkable consistency. What's the story there?
Yeah, consistency is the right word. What's really compelling is how, strategic they seem to be. On September 10th, you had both varsity and JV beating Stowe Monroe Falls. And sophomore Kayla Ju shot a personal best 38. That shows individual development, too.
Nice.
But the bigger picture, I think, is September 9th. They won their 3rd straight Suburban League National Conference tournament, scored 357, just beating out Salon and Hudson. Very close. And senior Natalie Barnes shooting an 82, 3rd best in the conference. That's clutch. All this positions them really well to, potentially clinch the overall conference title later this month on the 24th. It demonstrates real disciplined long-term focus.
Okay, interesting. Now, shifting gears again, cross country. The Knights showed some real talent at the Kenston Frank Givas Invitational on September 6th. Conditions were tough, I heard.
Yeah, conditions weren't ideal, but what really stood out was the depth across the program. That's often a great sign for the future. Both the high school boys and girls varsity teams finished 5th. Pretty solid in competitive fields. And individually, sophomore Anderson Saradic got 6th for the boys, and junior Olivia May also grabbed 6th for the girls. Strong showings.
Definitely.
But what's particularly noteworthy, I think, is the middle school performance. The boys finished 2nd as a team. And get this, 8th grader Colin Melvin won the whole race, and Ini Onabajo took 2nd.
Wow, a 1-2 finish.
Yeah. That really points to a strong pipeline of talent coming up. Bodes well for Nordonia down the road.
That's huge for program health. Okay, girls volleyball. An undefeated streak snapped. That 3-0 loss to Wadsworth on September 9th must have been a bit of a shock, right? For such a dominant team.
Oh, absolutely. A sweep like that, especially when you're undefeated, it's definitely a jolt. But it's important to keep perspective here.
Right.
While, the streak is over, look at the overall picture. They're still 8-1, still 4-1 in the conference, holding 2nd place. That's still very impressive. And their 5-0 away record, even including this loss. Well, actually, the loss was at home, but the 5-0 away record shows they can perform anywhere.
Good point about the road record.
Yeah, so this loss isn't just a negative, it's data. It forces a really good team to maybe reassess, tweak things, adapt. It could actually make them tougher for the playoffs.
A learning opportunity, maybe. Now, soccer seems a bit tougher. Both teams face some difficult competition. The boys' team lost 6-0 to North Royalton, extending a losing streak.
Yeah, that's right. The 6-0 loss made it 3 straight losses for them, and it puts them 8th in the conference standings. It's definitely a challenging stretch. It kind of highlights that, in sports, momentum can swing. Maybe they're hitting a tough part of the schedule. Maybe some tactical adjustments are needed defensively. It's a contrast to some other teams.
Understood. And the girls' soccer team.
Yeah.
Their scores look really tight.
They do. It's a story of real defensive grit, actually, even though the wins aren't there yet. They lost 1-0 to Revere, then another really tight 1-0 loss to North Royalton, who were state runners-up last year, remember?
Oh, wow. Okay, that's top competition.
Exactly. And in that North Royalton game, goalkeeper Mallory Larrick made 13 saves. 13.
That's huge.
It really is. It underscores a tremendous individual effort keeping them in a game against a powerhouse team. Even with a 161 record, performances like that really stand out, shows fight. So, looking at the whole week, what's really fascinating is just the sheer variety of experiences across the athletic program, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
You've got the football team's strategic comeback, the golfers' steady dominance, the cross-country depth showing future promise, and then the soccer team's battling hard, showing that individual resilience even in tough losses.
So what's the key takeaway here for you, the listener? I think it's a professional reminder that success looks different across different contexts. It isn't always a straight lineup. It's that mix of, planning, individual moments of brilliance, and just sheer team resilience.
Right. Whether a team's maintaining a perfect record, bouncing back from a loss, or, digging deep in a challenging season like the soccer teams, every single one of those efforts builds the program's story.
Maybe it makes you think about how these different paths, the wins, the losses, the close calls, how they all shape not just the current season, but the athletes and the program's identity moving forward. What really defines progress in the long run?